Hello. Hello. Welcome to the weekly Kubernetes SIG Release meeting. I am Veronica Lopez, and I'll be hosting the meeting today. Just a reminder that this is being recorded and going public on YouTube, so please abide by the Kubernetes Code of Conduct and be excellent to each other. If you don't wish to be recorded, make the necessary adjustments now. And let's start. We didn't have an agenda, but Marco gracefully added the link here on the chat and also started the agenda for today, as he has some items to discuss. Loading it. Okay. So please, if you're here, put your name on the attendees list. And thank you, Marco, for taking notes. And then do we have any new members who would like to introduce themselves? Okay. Or anyone who would like to say hi? Yeah. Okay, so we can start with the agenda for today. Do we have any updates for release engineering?
Yes. So the update for the release engineering is that we are supposed to have patch releases tomorrow, at least by the release calendar. This is for 126, 125, and 124. However, I noticed this morning that Test Grid is having a party because some of the releases have more red jobs than green jobs, and we are talking about blocking stuff here. So, for example, 124 in particular looks really bad. I can share a link on Zoom chat as well. 125 is also doing bad, not as bad as 124, but not as great. So something is going on, and I'm not really sure what. Neither I really had time to debug this. Maybe I can take a look later today and try to figure out what's going on. Informing dashboards are also pretty red, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure that we are ready in that state to proceed with the releases. So we have to figure it out, and depending on that, we might have to delay releases, because if we don't manage to fix that in time, there is not so much. I don't think we can trust everything to proceed. At least that's my opinion. I'm not sure if anyone wants to add anything.
No, I agree. I don't know if this, well, I'm gonna piggyback last week's topic about how much signal is are we really getting before a release. There's no one's fault, to be clear, but like I think that we're in a good position to re-evaluate and possibly reimagine the way we track these things, and so that we don't depend on Marco or whoever comes to the meeting one day before the release to alert everyone, right? So we can revisit that topic and as a whole later, either today or further meeting. But for now, let's decide what do we want to do. By the way, I fully agree with Marco. I don't know. I see that Adolfo is here, so we would like your thoughts.
Yeah, sorry, I thought.
Oh, they seem to be constrained to 124, right? Most of the failures, but yeah, I think we should like clear them before proceeding.
There's one job for 125 as well that is failing on blocking.
Right. Sorry, Cici, you were saying.
Oh no, not much. Like Jim, you can go first because I saw like him raised the hand. Sorry. to interrupt.
No, not a problem at all. I was curious, is this beyond the time frame that Liggett and Ben were talking about the changes to adding, I think it's ARM support to 1.24 exclusively? I can link the reference in chat. It was about 20 days ago, so I didn't know if this is like kind of out of scope or not. Like, I don't want to raise a red herring, but that seems to kind of line up with what we're seeing, and I can send a link.
Yeah, that would be great if you can send a link.
Around March 31st or so.
Cool. I just put a link in the chat as well as the agenda to the conversation. Basically, it sounds like a lot of stuff went red when ARM was added as part of the CI process, but that was 20 days ago. So if we have some green before that or after that, I guess maybe it's not worth diving down there. But at least it's all 124. At least 20 days ago it was.
I have some idea. Let me double check something. Please hold on for a moment. Actually, since you're here, when did we had RC 0?
RC 0 for 127. Oh, RC 0 for what?
I think the 21st. That was after. That was before we had failures.
Yeah, and there's a knowing issue with RC tag, RC 0 tag. Sorry. I can share it on documentation. And
okay, let's take a look. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and the seems like the failure begins starting at March 30th. It's roughly like 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure if that's related, and we can always dive into like the commits which like right at that day merged, causing the issue.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's sign with that. This is the thing that I mostly had to discuss regarding release engineering. I don't think that we have. Yeah, we also had Go updates, but those were like last week, so I don't think it is related to that. But Go updates were successful. Thanks a lot for all the folks who helped, especially to Adolfo and Cici. And yeah, I think besides that, regarding images and fixing the missing signatures, we are still waiting for a green light after the register promotion, the register migration. So besides that, I don't think we have any other major updates.
Well, that we promoted a new promoter and it ran successfully for the RC, which was really good news. So yeah, so thanks for everybody who submitted patches and helped debug that. So we are hopeful for today's cut, but also the last release, the last release candidate was near the holidays, so activity lowers, but hopefully it will be fun today. And after we got 127, we can start like doing major refactors to improve the promoter again.
Sweet. That's great news. So in a general, as your general plan, what are the next steps for the promoter?
So the first big one is that we need to fix the signatures, and I expect that to happen like really maybe the week after KubeCon. And I don't know, probably I think we need to have a good discussion on how we want to do image promotion, because right now we're looking at a very different scenario in terms of infrastructure and processes that run on those images. So maybe I think the next steps will involve sitting together and thinking on how to do this more efficiently, and then seeing if we can adapt the current promoter or doing a new one. But it'll depend on what we decide on those during those discussions.
Great. Yeah. My next question was on those lines. So I'm glad. And adjacent to this topic, Arnold, is there any work or current or pending future that you need to do on the promoter or with the promoter with Mohammed?
I think we did it all on the freeze for the old registry, and we hope to remove that old probably next week of the week after KubeCon.
Okay.
I want to have this conversation during next Gates and From meeting, which is happening tomorrow. So from tomorrow conversation, we might have to how we want to basically proceed with the freeze.
Okay.
And the freeze is about merging the pull request on old right now.
Okay. Thanks.
I think that's the only thing.
Okay, so with the current, the latest updates from Adolfo, will that impact your work or?
No, because the what we're doing is just an achievement of the kept reward to freeze gates.gci.io. What Adolfo is talking is do a possible revamp of the image promotion process. So I like to.
Oh yeah, but that's in the future. Yes.
In the future. So to be clear, today release and tomorrow release will push basically the image promoter will push to the old registry. And after that, we really need to decide if we want to. Yeah, we will decide what will happen next.
Okay, thanks for clarifying. Sounds good. Marco.
I just want to clarify one very important point that has been mentioned in the SIG info meeting, but because it's a different SIG, we are communicating everything as like the freeze is in place and that it started, because this is a very important point. We don't want to make confusion that we are now not doing freeze, but we will doing that later. Like we are behaving like the freeze happened on April 3rd, like it was promised, but we are actually technically delaying it for a few weeks more until we don't figure out fixes that are potentially blocking. But we are not telling that everyone else in the community because we don't want to make people confused.
I think that's the way to go to make everyone safe and make things clean based on previous experiences. Okay, thanks, Marco. Are there any other comments or questions around this topic?
So just one clarification. Now, I think one of the things to happen to have the real freeze happen is we need to fix the signatures, right? So we need to fix those first, and then
not necessarily, because and the redirect is done and we passed 1 week of effect of that, and we didn't have any individual or entity raising issue related to signatures. I think I saw only one in the SIG stores Slack channel. But other than that, we didn't have anyone coming to us and say that, I would say they discovered there's like signature mix match between the backend registry.
Okay, cool.
So
because I saw an issue somewhere, Mohammed asking about that. So
yeah, it was the pull request. It was the pull request doing the freeze. Like, so until now, there's like, I didn't see any report directly about issue related to pulling signature from registry.case.io.
Okay.
So even if we delay the freeze to May, we might still basically have people. It's possible. So I don't really see the benefit of basically push away again the freeze.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna link the pull request on the chat for everybody to see.
Thank you. All right. I guess all of these details hopefully will get ironed out next week. Among other conversations. Okay, for now, are there any other comments or questions? Okay. And so we can move forward with Go updates. I guess that was Marco. Go updates are done. Do you want to comment on that, or are we good to go? Okay. The version of the promoter, that's on. Okay, sorry. Do we have any release team updates?
Yeah, today's release. That's the big thing. So I think we're all watching with bated breath here. Yeah, CC, if you want to share any updates, you're welcome to as well. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the updates. We are cutting the release finally, 127, and it's going great. We are doing the normal staging job now, and I'll pin the Google admin to see if they have time for like the package update and everything. Yeah.
Great work, everyone. I was going to say congratulations, but it's not there yet, so I don't want to jinx it. So far, great job, everyone. Anyone has any questions for Stacey or Sander? No? Okay. Well, good luck. Do we have any other items on the agenda before open discussion? Okay. I don't see anything else there, so let's move forward to the open discussion. I see a SIG release session at the Kubernetes Contributor Summit. Yes. I don't know who added that one.
Yeah,
but...
I added that one. I just wanted to raise awareness that we have like how much? I don't know, but we have 55-minute slot on Tuesday on the Contributor Summit from 3:40 p.m. European time, Amsterdam time. So if you're on Contributor Summit, please join us. I am not sure if it is going to be virtual as well. Maybe we try something like we had the previous time that we joined via Zoom, but I guess we will figure that out and keep everyone updated. Like, I totally don't know, but it is mentioned in the here in the agenda for on Sketch side that it might be streamed. So yeah, we will see.
Okay, sweet. Can't wait for that. And then we have the 127 retro session at the Kubernetes Contributor Summit. There's a link. I think
yeah, much the same thing, just that it's another session, but just for 127 retro. I did want to like highlight that this is in addition to the online ones. So if contributors cannot attend, then that's fine. They will still have an opportunity to kind of make their comments heard.
Great. Then we have the all SIG release talks or meetings for KubeCon are in that link, a Slack link that is in the agenda. Does anyone want to comment on that?
Yeah, also to mention that on Friday, there's a SIG meet and greet for anybody who is new and wants to come meet some of the members of SIG Release, but also all of the other SIGs in person. We're going to be there and come and say hi. It's a pretty fun event.
So that means all you popular, hardworking release managers need to be there so all the new people can meet you in person.
Yeah. So, I mean, unfortunately, this tend to be on Fridays and a lot of people leave by then, but convince your managers.
Very true.
Approvals, budget approvals, whatever you need to be there would be fun.
I barely made it this year, so probably no luck for me. Probably this shouldn't be on camera, but anyway. All right. Anyone else has other topics that they want to share or open discussions? No. All right. So if no one has anything else, we can finish the meeting today and the Sander and Cici go back at it. Good luck, folks, and see you next week in person for a lot of you. Yay, and on the internet for the rest of you. All right. See ya. Bye.
See you next,
Bye
everyone next
bye.
week.
See you.